everyone, my name is Gina McDowell and I am here to talk with you all today about how to form and strengthen those bonds with our family and friends. I know that I have been in social situations before, even things that I've been doing with my family at home, where I finally take a break and look around only to realize that we are all on our phones or our tablets and we're not paying attention to each other. I know other parents have reported the same thing to me. It happens to them at home and they want to change it, but they're not really sure how to get that conversation going to really start to shift to where we're forming those bonds as opposed to paying attention to our electronics or TV, whatever it might be. So I do have some questions for you on how to get those conversations started. First though, I have 2 tips before you even start asking the questions. One is to be present. Put down the phone, put down the tablet, turn off the TV. Let the person or people that you're with know that they have your undivided attention. Number 2 is to be curious. Use this as a time to really explore things about other people. Ask open-ended questions. Let that person talk. Get to know their thoughts, their feelings, their experiences, whatever it might be. For the questions, number 1 would be, what is your best quality? This is a great thing to ask people because it gets them to think positively about themselves, hopefully boosting that self-esteem. It's also an opportunity for you to be able to point out what you think their best quality is and what's something that you really, really cherish about your relationship with them. Number 2 is, what's the best day of your life? I love asking this question because it really helps us identify and get to know what somebody values. What is it that makes that day the best day of their life? It generally sets a positive tone to the conversation. People generally feel good about having that conversation and answering that question. So just a great, great conversation starter. Number 3, what stresses you out? I like asking that question for a couple reasons. One is it gives us an understanding for what is a really challenging situation or situations for our loved one. And is there a way that we can provide additional support in those situations? The second part of that as well is that we can also see like, hey, is there something that I could potentially avoid if at all possible that, could avoid stressing out my loved one, whether it's my friend or a family member or my child. I like following that up with, how do you get through those situations? There's always a great opportunity to be able to learn good coping skills from each other. So let's take it. Number 4, what are your goals? Again, another really positive question to ask. It gets the other person thinking about the future and about what's important to them and what they want to achieve. We can learn so much about someone just by hearing about their goals. And then finally, number 5, what's your greatest accomplishment? That's a great positive conversation starter because we might have just asked about goals. So let's talk about something you've already achieved. Another way of being able to identify what's really, really valuable to someone, what made that their greatest achievement. That is what I have for you today. Those are my ideas and my questions I like to use with my friends, family, any loved one. I hope that those are helpful. If you all have additional ideas or things that you have used in the past with your loved ones, please feel free to leave those in the comment section. So I hope this was helpful and enjoyable. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, don't forget to like us and subscribe, and we will see you next time.